Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we have had an absolute buttload of silence from Hearthstone lately. We don't have a mini set announcement. We know it's coming in January, the StarCraft one. No balance patches where a lot of us are, Ethereal Oracle going a little bit ham lately. And hell, we don't even have this card back, which is pretty darn cool. Pixelated Warcraft thing. Where is that? It was supposed to be purchasable. Well, we'll talk about that in a second, why that's probably not there. But yeah, we're kind of in a lull of no news, but I kind of want to talk about when I expect things to pick up, as well as we did actually get some news regarding esports for Hearthstone. It's not dead. It's still continuing. We just have like almost zero details, but we got an announcement of announcement. So we'll go over some general stuff while we do wait for the actual news to come in a little while. And if you enjoy the content on the channel, feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below, give the video a like, as we're on the road to 90,000 subscribers. So this card back here, by the way, it's actually in the game right now. You can't get it. If you remember, we had a video a while back about these pixel portraits that were in the game for a little bit, and then they kind of just went away as there was like accusations of those being AI generated portraits and Blizzard has like a absolute completely firm stance that they're not gonna deal with AI artists. I actually had a comment, I'll try and paste it here if I have it still, of someone in my YouTube comments saying that this person was like super well known that submitted these portraits to be like just generally bad AI artists in general, that it's pretty crazy he got through. But yeah, my guess is they were probably going to sell all those portraits in the bundle when it comes with this card back, and they're probably just trying to get a replacement for that. But other than that, like what are we waiting for? Where's the next balance patch, or when's the mini set announcement? As we went over a few videos ago, we are expecting the mini set to likely be coming out on the 21st on the Tuesday. And typically a mini set, they'll just like plug it for like a week before. And I thought that maybe it's the big StarCraft one. There's some extra cards. I think 11 extra in total. They would maybe hype it for 2 weeks, but I mean, it's going to be what, the 9th now? It's probably not going to happen. So yeah, I would expect the earliest probably we'll hear about it is next Monday, and then you go from there, right? Card reveals, all that stuff. Mini set launch likely the 21st, unless this is wrong. Again, this is based on expiring like things in the shop. It just typically lines up with that. So that's something to know. But the other thing is, yeah, a lot of people would love to see a balance patch, in particular Ethereal Oracle, and there's a very good chance that card will go live with the StarCraft mini set as is. Typically, if you look at any major patch, so a 0.2, a 0.4, a 0.6, a 0.0, there's almost never balance changes with them. These patches have to be approved a lot earlier, and it's very rare that you'll see a balance change in them. You'll see like a bonus cards, event cards put in there, but it's super rare. But there is an exception to the rule. There are times where there's like a clear card that they're like, okay, we really should hit. Saw that with the launch of 29.4, which was, I think, with the Whizbang mini set. It's got like Dorian and Toy Rantis. We did see changes to Bran and Saddle Up, because Warrior and Hunter in particular were just like clear outliers. So I'm hoping, I'm not optimistic on it, but there is a slight possibility that, yeah, maybe a card like Ethereal Oracle could get hit in the next set, because it's just such a clear, like, not only population outlier, but just performance outlier. Like, if you look at percentage of decks, at least since the latest patch at Legend, you could see Ethereal Oracle at almost 40% of decks. You can also argue Ceaseless Expanse almost at 50%, but if you note like deck win rate, mulligan win rate, overall the card just like put into a lot of decks in general, including like bad decks, whereas Ethereal Oracle, the drawn win rate in particular, it elevates every deck it's in. If you look at the deck win rate, 51.7%, drawn win rate is better than that. So basically every time you draw that card in those decks, your win rate on average goes up, which is a pretty crazy stat on a near 40% card. Even like Zilliax has something similar, but it's not that big. And yeah, it's a card that I just feel like it's going to overshadow the mini set in particular. because it just promotes you killing people with spells from in hand pretty early on, cycling a bunch of cards. Again, I don't understand why they get nerfed last patch. It was so clear that it should get hit, but yeah, the normal trend is to not nerf until 2 weeks after a major patch. So we already got our balance patch after the BG one, right? We already saw that. That's why I was like, really wanting Ethereal to be on there. That was the Sonya patch. Likely we're not going to see something like Ethereal or something from the mini set or something prior. Like there's other cards you can look at currently right now, and that's not the purpose of this video. But yeah, like 2 weeks after the mini set. So Ethereal could launch as it is right now. Ceaseless could launch as it is right now, and all that. Mini set comes out and maybe it also hits like a wet fart like the set. It doesn't do a lot because we're just killing each other from in hand with these cards, right? So that is something to keep an eye on. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is we actually got some news. We got kind of news. It's like I think if you look at Play Hearthstone since January 1st, this is the only thing they've tweeted since like their generic cheers to the new year thing, right? Like nothing. I'll just say this. I have been so desperate for content that I made a video about being positive. That's desperation, right? But yes, they tweeted out this just the other day. Plans for the 2025 esports season are being finalized. We're excited to share more soon. It's like nothing just other than it's going to exist. But this is the reason they tweeted, and I completely understand this. They say, for now, we wanted to confirm that the January ladder won't count for competitive points. Basically, saving some people some time or some stress or hours of grinding trying to get like rank 1 this month. Nothing will count competitively for January, right? So I understand why they made the tweet, but I couldn't help myself and say the announcement of an announcement. Thanks for the nostalgic tweet, because that's like, we all know Hearthstone's so well known for making announcements of announcements, and there got people getting mad at me. I just want to share this because this is the type of stuff I gotta freaking deal with. I make a little shit post and I got multiple people telling me I should organize my own tournaments. Stop complaining and like just start acting like I just made a joke. I'm having fun and I'm helping, you know, giving eyes to the tweet. Like that's engagement. And I don't know, like if I had a multi-billion-dollar company behind me, sure, I'd love to run a tournament and put some money in there, but I'm kind of a one-man show. But yeah, at least that means esports, you know, it's not going away. I figured as much, especially with China coming back. I'll be very curious to see if it expands in any way. In-person worlds would be just huge. I feel like in person, like all the major things like Masters, spring, summer, fall, and like worlds, that would be like my dream. I would love for that to happen. And I would make sure like if they do in-person worlds, I'm going to be there. I'm going to absolutely. I got my passport this year renewed. I am planning on using it and getting out there, and maybe sooner than later, by the way. I might have something cool to announce maybe next week. We got some stuff cooking. I might be leaving my house or touching grass a little bit. Anyways, yes, esports announcement kind of there, but not really. And yeah, we're kind of just waiting. Next week, I assume things will finally start ticking off and we'll have more to talk about. And maybe we'll get a balance patch with that mini set, at least something. It's possible, not likely. But that's basically the news we're at right now. And I just wanted to share the little bit I got. And yeah, for the next few days, we'll probably do some gameplay stuff or maybe some fun top 10 lists or throwbacks, whatever. We'll keep ourselves busy until, yes, that StarCraft mini set gets announced. And I'm sure there'll be lots of cool cards to take a look at. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.